Well, welcome back to Sports Express. A big rivalry game between East and West tonight. We'll get to that in a minute. But first, let's head to Colby hosting the Thorp Cardinals tonight. Starting off with an early fumble from Thorp, giving Colby great field position. And here we're going to see the handoff to number 28, Voss, who runs it in for the first touchdown of the game. Thorp tries to answer Colby's running game through the air, but can't connect. Colby runs away with this one, 54-6. Moving over to Edgar, who's hosting the Athens Blue Jays. Check out this impressive run by number 28, once we show you the teams, of course. Number 28 leading a strong offensive front for Edgar, but the real stars were the Edgar defense, who managed to shut down Athens at every turn. No room to breathe. Athens quickly had to get rid of the ball as the defense closed in. Edgar wins at home 37-8. Now it's time for our game of the week, an opening day rivalry between the Wausau West Warriors taking on the Wausau East Lumberjacks in the log game. Warriors currently possess the log after winning it last year. Late in the first quarter, have ourselves a scoreless game until big number 35, Colton Gurink, finds a crease, makes a cut, and bulldozes through for the Warriors touchdown. Jacks would respond with a big run of their own. Jack Ormont finds some room, gets all the way to the West 10-yard line, which set up a chip shot field goal, making it 7-3. Those would be the only points of the night for the Lumberjacks as the Warriors rode their hammer of a running back. Gurink to 3 touchdowns on the ground and a 48-3 win to keep the log on the west side. Let's send it now to Alex Stewart, who has more on this game from Thom Field. What's up, Alex?
Hey, Brad. Well, for the first quarter, it looked like it was going to be one of those good old-fashioned log game battles that came down to who had the ball last. But by the end of the game, it was anything but. West rode a strong defensive effort to keep East out of the end zone until the offense could find traction, which eventually they did in the form of the ground game. West used that ground and pound along with a continued strong defensive effort to make history tonight by winning the log game by the widest margin in the rivalry's history.
I'd love to say that we saw it on film, but we didn't have any going into the game because we didn't scrimmage. So I think it's just kind of part of our offense and what we look to be really good at. And we practiced it a lot. And the one thing we did this offseason was simplify our offense. So regardless of what front we see, we feel really confident in our blocking scheme. And obviously we knew Colton's a big, strong kid who was going to run really hard, and he did exactly what we thought.
Now West will try and keep that strong run game going next week against Hortonville, while the Lumberjacks head across town to face DC Everest next Friday night. But I think that about puts a bow on week 1 for high school football. So from Thom Field, I'm Alex Stewart, News 9 Sports.